Senator John Eklund is a big proponent of education, and he's been huge in the state of Ohio for moving forward some initiatives. Along with Senator Eklund, we have Representative Kathleen Clyde. Kathleen is also a huge supporter of education. Kathleen, would you like to address the crowd just briefly?
Thanks, Mike, and thanks to everyone for being here. It's so great to see such a great turnout. Thanks to the parents over here, the alumni, the city leaders, the students, especially band. That was awesome. And it's good to see the football players and cheerleaders here. I just want to say I strongly support our public schools, including Streetsboro. I'm so glad that the state was able to help with school facilities. Money for this important project. You guys deserve this school. I'm born and raised in this county, know how Streetsboro has grown, know how Streetsboro cares for its community and cares for its young people. And this school is going to be such a great addition to this community. So with strong public schools are strong communities in a strong state of Ohio. Congratulations really to everyone here today, and I'm so glad that I could be here with you. Thank you.
I'm going to keep my comments brief because there are other people on the program that are here to speak. It's a lot of people, my administration has heard me say this many times, it's a tremendous time to be a Rocket. There are so many good things happening in Streetsboro right now. Because of all of you standing here and many others that aren't here today, we've enjoyed the passage of the last 5 issues that have been on the ballot. That is unheard of today, and especially in today's climate. With coming out of a recession right now, people didn't have a lot of extra to give, and it would have been very easy for people to check that no box and get some of that property tax back, but you didn't. And without your support for the schools and this project, we would not be here today. So thank you to all of our residents that believe in the schools, believe in our Board of Education, and put the students first. That's what this is all about. This has been 10 years in the making. When I came on board about 5 years ago, actually maybe longer than 10 years, I kept hearing about the new high school. Well, this was long before we had a bond issue on the ballot. And there's some history. We had some property on Route 43. A prior board to this board swapped that property for this beautiful piece of property you have here today. And so this high school, if you've walked through our high school, our custodial crews, maintenance crews have done a tremendous job keeping it a nice place to be, but she's tired. The building's tired, and it's served its purpose, and it's time to embrace a new building. So you can see we wanted to do a groundbreaking where you could actually see some progress. And if you're looking behind me, a tremendous amount has occurred already, and we've been told that we all know construction timelines are dependent on weather, but we were told that if everything goes as well, steel's ordered, we could have the new education part of the wing. This is the education wing here. Then behind me, we have the art room. We have an art room, we have a TV station, radio station. Then we also have, to the far, we have a kitchen and the auditorium, the new 800-seat auditorium. Then over here, the foundation is down, but it's not poured yet, the gymnasium. All of that very well could be under roof by the time the snow flies. So you're going to see this building go up really quick. So that's a testament to our design team and our architects. One more thing before I hand the mic over. Today is the first official announcement that at the Campus Elementary Project, we're going to be bringing the Wake primary students over to campus, and we'll be opening a new elementary school that will house more than 800 children, pre-K to 3 on the current campus site. And today I'm formally announcing that the name will be changed to Streetsboro Elementary School. And we are doing that because we want to embrace, we're bringing 2 staffs and 2 groups of kids together. We want to create a new staff and a new commitment. So from that point forward, we call it Streetsboro Elementary School. So there's your formal announcement for Streetsboro Elementary School. Finally, before I hand the mic over, a gentleman came to see me in my office last week. It was completely unannounced, and ironically, I had to be somewhere in 15 minutes that I couldn't miss. And I was like, oh, okay. So I invited the gentleman in. He was 91 years old. He's been a lifelong resident of Streetsboro. He has served on the Board of Education. He's been an advocate for the schools for years. And he said that he even at one point farmed this property as a child when it was corn and soybeans. And this was years and years and years ago. And of course, I see some of our residents around here that probably remember those days when Streetsboro was just one light and that old rickety motel they're getting ready to tear down. And it was the one stop for heading to Geauga Lake and SeaWorld. But he came down, he says, I want to tell you a story, young man. And so he sat, and for about 10 minutes, he told me a wonderful story about how Streetsboro's grown and how the new high school was built, our former high school, and how excited he was that this high school was going up. And it was truly a positive experience. And then he left me with a poem. And he wrote this poem back in, I believe he said 2009, and there's actually a picture on the front that is a picture of a cornfield. And he said he went over knowing that this would eventually become a high school, because that was the plan after the board swap, that this could be our new high school site. He wrote this poem, and I want to share this with you before I hand over the mic. It's called The Lonely Stalk's Final Song. We 6 stalks are truly the last of all the crops that have grown in the past. With the beginning of every spring, farmers have been busy sowing, always in the hope of a bountiful yield here in this once beautiful farmer's field. Now a new crop will begin growing here, a crop incredibly more dear than any that has ever grown here before. Now, who could ask for anything more? For here a new school is being born, and the kids will be growing instead of the corn. So I told the gentleman that I would read it. He did ask that I not mention his name, but I did read his poem. So this is just a perfect tribute to what's going on behind us and to all of you.